Hey everybody, Optional Bosses. I'm not going to give this episode a number because we're just going to forget about it. It's episode whatever. We're talking about lots of stuff today. I'm Kyle, the philanthropist gamer.
Abraham, ZeroHawk315.
And Ryan, aka Graffito.
It's just going to be the three of us here tonight while we talk about a few things. First off, let's do our little round robin that we do at the beginning where we talk about, what kind of games we've been playing lately and stuff. And Ryan, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Okay, this week it's been a really heavy League of Legends week. My brother and I have finally started our own ranked team, and so we're battling our way to higher ELO. And for those who don't know, ELO is a term invented by a guy called RPAD ELO to originally rank chess players. But they took his algorithm, it's a complex mathematical algorithm, they actually used that for his matchmaking. And we're a little bit under 1,200 right now. Once we hit 1,250, we'll be in the top 25% of players in the North America.
Awesome, man. So when you start playing the Koreans and really getting...
that's a good way to lose ELO really, really fast. Our team is... We decided that our goal was to go ham on them, so our team is a Team Honey Baked Ham. A common thing to say at the end of our games is GG, which originally the law community, good game, people type that out.
Yeah.
Instead for us, GG means get glazed.
Get glazed.
Team Honey Glazed Ham conquers. That's what I mean.
Nice. I approve of that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I could get into all that. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. What about you, Abe? What are you playing?
All right, so this one's an important one for everybody else here. For the whole crew, Optional Bosses. No, I finally started Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey-o! Ding, ding, ding. This is insert weird radio noises here.
Right.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, so... I really am not far enough to say anything. I'm already noting a lot of design aspects of it, so I like where they're going with it. So I'm ready for what else is coming, for everything else that's coming. So I'm anticipating.
You think you're ready?
I think I'm ready. Yeah, right. I am not. My body's not ready.
You're thinking. No, mine's not ready. Is what it is. Because it's about to be blown.
Yeah, no. But it sounds fun. It seems fun, so I'm gonna go with it. I have the HD collection too, but I got to start from the start. The beginning, I guess. I've heard mixed opinions, so
Yeah, no. You start from the beginning. It's chronological. Yeah. Anybody who tells you anything different, that you don't play Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4 like a normal person, they're high as shit. And they don't know what they're talking about because you just won't get the game. And I've also explained that that Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes is kind of. It's kind of like the Michael Bay version of... It's like a Michael Bay reboot of the original game. So, he's forewarned that all the games are going to be like that, like Twin Snakes.
Yeah, so I'm cool with that.
Cool, man. Well, we'll push off the Metal Gear Solid podcast and, you can... You can talk to us about that. That'll be awesome. But that's really cool. I've been playing a few games, actually. I just beat Dawn Guard this weekend, which was sick. Totally awesome.
I
have no idea what was going on. There was vampires. I was a vampire hunter. There was Elder Scrolls, which for a game about Elder Scrolls, the game's really not so much about a lot of Elder Scrolls. Prophecies from it, but never a tangible one that you're holding in your hands. And in this one, there's 3. And you're trying to find them, and it's really cool. You're going through all these ruins.
That's interesting because I was never big onto the Elder Scrolls whole scene, so my first kind of submerging into that universe was Skyrim.
Yeah.
So, those were hardly talked about at all.
Right.
I kind of just thought that was the name of the franchise. I didn't know there were actual Elder Scrolls to find.
That's a cool perspective, yeah, because you weren't really, you haven't really played the other games, which... I've learned that the games kind of slowly feed you the lore. That's why they kind of separate it by continents, because you get those cultures one at a time. So jumping into 5, you're supposed to know everything about 4 other cultures by now, if you will. And it's just kind of really hard to just jump into it. I would imagine it's kind of the same as just jumping in to the 6th book of A Song of Ice and Fire. Just who's
whoa.
Dorn? Is that a person? I don't know. But yeah, I've also, I beat that. I've conquered that game, but I'm also in the process of playing so I can review Gravity Rush and Pokemon Conquest. Pokemon Conquest could use a little more Nobunaga's ambition, that's for sure. Got a lot of Pokemon in it. Could use a little more Nobunaga, but that's okay. That's one call. I'm having fun with it. I'm kind of getting more into strategy RPGs, so we'll see how all that turns out. But Gravity Rush, if you have a PS Vita, go out, buy it. It's fantastic. Super good. One of the best new IPs I played in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you control gravity and like you just hit the R button and your character just kind of like floats into the air, and then you can like aim it in any direction and hit R again, and she'll just like jettison in that direction, but not fly. She's like a ragdoll trying to control herself in gravity and stuff. So the animations are just really, really cool and really fluid. And like you kind of forget like where up and down is, but her hair and her scarf will always be pointing down because it still reacts with regular gravity.
That sounds like my type of game. Actually.
It's very cool. I'll let you jump into it after this podcast. I think you'd enjoy it because like it's really sick. But yeah, those are the games that I've been playing. Hopefully, stay tuned for the full reviews on that. I do have a couple of kind of pre-blurbs on those if you want to go check those out on the blog. And we got a lot of stuff coming out on the blog and a lot of content that I've uploaded over the last week. I mean, a lot. So, like, go check it out. Like, there's just a metric shit ton of stuff on there. All news, all really opinionated stuff, but fuck it. It's my blog. Speaking of things that are going on the website, tell us a little bit about your top 10 chart that you just did, Ryan.
Okay, I just did my top 10 flow nominal games. And these are just games that, I went not so much with my personal top 10 favorite games of all time, but the games that have a kind of unique flow to them, that have either very fluid, unique controls that kind of encourage you to find your own rhythm and everything with the game. So, tried to be as diverse as possible.
It's a very diverse list.
We got everything from RPGs in there, the Mario, Luigi, Bowser Inside Story, and I think, what actually kind of put in my top pick for number one is Child of Eden, which is a completely different game entirely.
Yeah. Were your experiences with the Kinect, or was it with the controller, or?
My experience was with the Kinect, actually.
Okay.
And it was.
I played on the Kinect too. That's the way I think it's supposed to be played.
Right.
Very enjoyable.
That was probably one of the only truly good Kinect experience I had. Where
still probably the only good one.
Yeah.
That's Mech Warrior game just came out and flopped big time. We had an awful review. Says it's not even playable. Like some of the stuff's not even working or whatever.
So sad to hear.
But I agree. Yeah, it's one of the better Kinect games for sure. And the game was just really cool. Super beautiful, great music, and you really gotta.
You find your own flow and music to it. It's
Absolutely.
not like you're following a predetermined path. There's so many different ways to go about it. It's just, like I said, I love it.
It's safe to say we're all gamers that like to sit down and play our games, right? That game I was okay with getting up and playing though.
Right.
I always had a good time getting up. I was never just like, oh, it's my turn to play fucking Wii tennis, it's my turn on Wii golf. Why do we still have this thing? Are we still Wiiing right now? Get it out of here. But okay, cool. There are other games that are on there. I don't want to spoil the entire list, but you had Star Fox 64 on there. I like how you justified that too. How you did have to do all these different types of somersaults and different types of really bank turns and stuff like that to go through different obstacles in the courses to get through special stages and fight special bosses.
Right, and there's definitely a pathway built into the game, but it's not shoving it in your face. It's if you can see this way to go, it kind of rewards you for that or finding that. So
absolutely,
I love that.
This is definitely one of the more diverse lists and more unorthodox top 10 lists that I've seen. You don't really hear about top 10 lists like this. They're usually more generic. So I definitely suggest everyone goes checks it out. Stuff like Jet Grind Radio makes the list. Dance, obviously. Rock Band. Weirdly, Para not on there, but I guess that's more of a niche, weird raver thing.
Yeah.
Me! Big into Para back in the day, but I guess I've hung up my gloves on that game for sure. My dancing pants. My dancing pants on that one. But anyways, Abe, you said you were going to be working on a little blog entry soon.
Yeah.
Give us a little update on that.
I've got my own kind of analysis on where the next gen is and why the next gen hasn't been, officially announced, so I've got my own thoughts behind that, and so I'm going to be making an entry to that about that coming up here soon.
Cool.
Probably one of the first entries, so yeah.
Awesome, very cool. And we're going to talk about all that stuff a little bit today, but yeah, give us a little bit of preview for his blog, so as we talk about that topic, but that's really great. A lot of stuff going to be coming to y'all, so just keep on looking at the blog. Everything's connected to Facebook. It's optionalbosses.wordpress.com. So, okay, let's get back to our main topics today. Big news article for the three of us, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Because we're Smashers, right?
Oh,
There's some news on the new Smash stuff, the new Smash game, if you will. It is being done by Namco Bandai, which I think we've said before. Some flags. They don't make they make those Dragon Ball Z fighting games. They make those, which I buy every year. Don't enjoy, don't play competitively, but I do play them.
But you do buy them.
Tekken, not the biggest Tekken tag I love. Maybe a couple other Tekken number of entries I like,
that was definitely the last good one in my opinion.
They don't have the best track record. They don't have the worst either. They had Soul Calibur underneath them also. It is Namco Bandai. It's both of them. So you got Soul Calibur, you got Tekken. They have a lot of big major fighting franchises. No matter how bumpy their track records were, they've been in the fighting game for a while. So that is good. They said that they're gonna cut the character rosters in favor for more unique characters because there's a lot of carbon copies. We were pointing out Mewtwo and Legaria and Lucaria or whatever that Pokemon. Link and Toon Link and
Lucas, Ness.
Yeah. How did I forget those? The two Yo-Yo kids.
Captain Falcon, Ganon.
The list goes on. Mario, Luigi.
Hold on. The tourney guys are gonna really hate us saying this, but I mean, really, come on, the moves work almost the same. I mean, they have different head.
One was slower. One had a better hitbox.
But still, I mean, the same animation, same general idea. Come on, if one shoots a blaster, one shoots a reflector, and one goes on fire, it's the same.
Yeah, no matter how much
like it or not,
no matter how much you speed up or slow down. No, hey man, you don't gotta.
Because plenty of guys are probably gonna bash us for that.
For sure. Hey dudes, we used to play it in the tournament. We know what we're talking about. Okay, we're not blind hating on this.
We've been through wave dashing and the like. We're not ignorant to that shit.
And I personally was okay with it. Just because the physics, at least in Melee, were good enough where even though some characters were carbon copies or whatever. Mm-hmm. You got a different playing experience just from being slower or hitting stronger.
And it's nice to maybe have an extra few faces also, right. Even though that they're, but if it's in the vein of sacrificing them to focus, hyper focus on more unique experiences for each character, would that something that be interest you, or are you gonna kind of miss the variety of faces?
You see, and for me, I guess it's more about. Melee was my favorite. I really didn't like Brawl.
The Melee is awesome. Like I say, I play Brawl for fun, but Melee for competition.
Right. And what I loved about Melee was the physics and how everything worked. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what they should focus on, is maintaining the physics. And as long as they have that there, then they can have a big cast. Yeah. I'm just afraid that by tinkering with it too much, they're kind of gonna ruin what made it.
I don't even know how much Smash it's gonna be. There's really not a lot. I would imagine they're not gonna change it completely.
I don't know if this is gonna be like a Tekken. Who knows?
No, a 3D
Tekken.
Oh my god! Don't even.
No.
Don't.
Fighting in an environment like that.
I'm having nightmares already.
No. A personal opinion. I think it's still under Sakurai's direction. So I don't think he would be stupid enough to take it that direction. That would be an offshoot Smash Brothers game if he ever did that. So I mean there are concerns obviously, but I don't think he's.
I don't think he's gonna go that deep.
I think I hope the user
forsaking his whole audience.
I hope the user feedback on Brawl was enough for him to go okay. Yeah, maybe tripping was a bad idea.
Keep in mind, everybody, Nintendo and that guy, the lead developer, they both completely endorsed Project M, which is Brawl's redual into Melee. So I mean that's a good sign. They know what the fans want.
Exactly.
So I got to keep that in mind also. But it's easy to be pessimistic in this industry.
In defense of cutting characters, they did a cool thing with Wario, in Brawl, where he had his biker outfit and then he had his standard overalls. Why not, if you're gonna keep other characters in there, just have them as a costume?
Wow, that's a really good idea.
I mean,
I agree with that absolutely.
I mean,
like the Peach and Daisy thing also.
Exactly, yeah. It's not identical, but I mean, it's cool. If you really liked how Falco looks versus Fox, that's cool. You get Falco and Fox.
Yeah,
and you get more. I don't know.
It raises questions that the hitboxes will be different because Falco's hair is taller
That's
and
true,
Fox's
yeah.
but maybe they could somehow work all that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's that too as
that's
a thought.
where we go with the physics difference, because I was a big Falco player. He was my main, and his jump was just so different from everybody. He jumped higher than anyone else with one jump, and he falled faster than anyone else.
Yeah,
so
like he had lead in his shoes.
From Fox, who was like a really fast, sprinting across the map guy. So like, how are they gonna make a character that encompasses both without kind of? I mean, are they just gonna make a kind of in between character?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I really don't know. It's gonna be really interesting because what about let's say they have Fox and Falco, and it comes to the cutting room floor, and they got to cut one because they're carbon copies of each other. Like, you know how many people that's gonna piss off? That's polarizing Falco and Fox players. Like, do you play as Fox because you play as Falco?
No, not at all.
Because you play as Falco, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with. I'm very split on this decision. I'm very cautiously. I can't even say optimistic yet. I'm just cautious about how I feel about Super Smash Bros. The information that we're getting in makes me feel better every day.
Yeah.
I know that they're taking themselves seriously, and as I pointed out, their endorsing of Project M is also a really big thing. Also, that's what we want, and those were the physics that we liked, and those were the ways that we like to play, and everything like that. And that hopefully that. You won't even make Wii controls for the next iteration. It's all just regular controls. We can all just hope.
I'm sure they're going to include them, but hopefully they're going to push, that controller.
That hardcore controller. That controller's
controller,
sick. It looks like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, I dig this.
I'm familiar with that. Thank you, Nintendo.
I think we're kind of spoiled as gamers. We came from the SNES generation, so we had Mortal Kombat with 10 characters, Killer Instinct with another 9 characters, and then we get Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which has
50 something, 60
we're
characters.
We're kind of spoiled on this. We're we want more characters.
They took us for a ride.
They did take us for a ride.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. And like I said, I was just looking at the roster for Smash Brothers Brawl, and I was like, well, there's a lot of characters here I could do without never seeing again.
They better not take out Wolf. I'm a big Wolf guy. I like
Really?
Wolf. Yeah, really. Wolf's my second. Sheik's my first. Let's do that, dude. Who's your number one, Abe?
Oh, dude.
Who do you use? Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
My person, Sheik. Oh, boo and hiss all you want. Yeah, she may have been broken, but she was in the game, and I used the shit out of her in Melee, okay? It's y'all should just get better at the game, all right? Okay, that's really pompous. But a lot of people will automatically. I got automatic eye rolls whenever I pick Sheik. They're just, oh yeah, you picked a broken character. Yeah, she's good, man, and I'm here to win. All right. I play this like I said before. This game is not fun for me. It's a competition.
Yeah.
I get really in the melee, and absolutely, I can play to win. And if I have to play with the character that's the best, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Not banned from tourneys, it's legal.
Yeah, if it's not banned from tourneys, it's legal. And they do ban a lot of stuff in Smash Brothers tournaments. They're not conservative about that stuff. Yeah. But who's your favorite character?
Like I said, I main Falco, but I always will have a soft spot in my heart for Mr. Game and Watch, because
me too. He's my second.
I can't use or fight against Game and Watch.
Man, he was crazy tricked out in Melee. I had pulled off so many things.
Number 9s.
Nothing beats killing somebody with bacon. It's
bacon death by bacon. There's actually a subplot and a real level to our society about obesity killing each other in that move.
Right?
It's all in the documentary. Okay, well that's awesome. I also played a snake, obviously, but I wasn't as good as him as other people in our group, and. Wolf.
Some of us.
I mean, yeah,
Wolf
I like Wolf.
Crazy. Wolf was really good. I
like people who could play Sonic. Because if you could play Sonic, Sonic was really good. Luigi.
Yeah, just because.
Did you ever kill people with his taunt?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So his taunt and landing that clutch uppercut, it was kind of a mixed bag. You're either gonna dominate or you're gonna be completely ineffective. But when you are on point, people were just flying left and right and couldn't do anything about it.
See, I played Link a lot also, but in Melee, once people started doing the flying Links where they were glitch bombing themselves way up into the air and then like littering the field of bombs, and that's what everyone did with Link. I was just like, well, I'm never gonna get that good with Link because I can't pull off that move, and that was, it took me forever just to figure out wave dashing. I mean, there was no way I was gonna commit myself to bomb glitching or whatever they used to call it. But yeah, that's when I switched to Sheik and never looked back. Needles galore, man, and come across the pit of doom. The little chain. Cool. Well, that's enough about. We could talk about Smash all night.
Yeah, that's a whole.
We'll move on to the next thing. There's a lot of HD collections coming out lately.
Yeah.
Silent Hill's coming out with a new HD collection on the PS3. Just in time for the new Silent Hill. You had like Ico and Shadow of the Colossus last year. Splinter Cell, Prince of Persia,
Devil May Cry,
Metal Gear Solid. There's a lot of HD collections coming out. I buy them. I enjoy them. Do they have a place in the industry though? Is it kind of a milk-in or a cash cow, or is it better to look at it more so as a way to kind of reach new gamers, for a new generation? Gamers do grow every year.
That's
Sometimes
true,
we
yeah.
have 8-year-olds that were 8 during last generation, but now they're 13 or 14 this generation. They could probably conceive a Devil May Cry, not authorizing they go out and buy a mature game, but they could probably conceive the idea.
Yeah.
In fact, that game, how old were we when Devil May Cry came out, Abe?
Dude, we were that age.
Yeah, that game was rock and roll, at the age of about 14 or 15,
That was great,
that game was just sex, drugs, and rock and roll with demons and guitars.
That game was the shit. I beat that in a rental, but still, that was like the most fun I'd had.
Devil May Cry goes down one of my favorite series of all time, Abe. I fucking love Devil May Cry. But I think personally, I think there's a place for these HD collections. I don't know why they're all just on PS3 right now for the most part.
Yeah.
But that's kind of weird. Especially with like Jack and Daxter coming out. They're gonna have an HD collection. They have the Sly Cooper HD collection that's coming out, and then you have everything Ratchet and Clank all on the PlayStation.
I love the Ratchet and Clank.
I've never played them. That's interesting.
I played through 3, a little bit of the other ones, but yeah, no, that was a great just like foray into that. They really refined that whole game, so that was a fun one. That's worth it to pick up. If you've got a PS2, go pick it up. Want the
it's
HD
probably
collection?
It's probably 50 cents at your local game.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, it's a cool one. Yeah.
But personally, I think there is a place for these HD collections. I can go back and play Silent Hill whenever I want. Have a little bit of HD to it. There are some failed HD attempts, like at Code Veronica HD. I think the HD made it look worse.
Yeah.
I think it made it more pixelated. And the way that I always looked at it, and I'm no video expert or anything like that, but like if you high def pixels, wouldn't it make it more pixelated? Because like you're seeing the picture better. So you'd be able to see the pictures more, right? Like I said, I'm no video expert. So
you literally. Well, I mean, the for like textures and things, those are 2-dimensional. Those are like those are JPEG TIFF images.
Yeah,
they're 2-dimensional. You really are adding more pixels to it. Is what the computer's interpreting there. It's
Will it add more distortion by HDing it, or
not necessarily?
No?
But again, you are trying to put more information where there is none. So your computer is basically interpreting what it thinks and believes is there, and it's only as good as the software, and it's not perfect, of course. But dang, I wish I had fired up the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. Then that way I could actually like judge it and be like, oh yeah, these are really bad. But from judging, the textures. I'm talking about textures.
Yeah, but in Metal Gear Solid HD, because like those were I guess those were PS2 games. PS2, like it looked better. Like it looks better. But like when you're maybe HDing a PlayStation 1 game, when there was less polygons. Excuse me.
Yeah, those.
What I mean? Like when. First off, thank you for being educated on this, Abraham. He's an educated boy, that Abraham. He actually knows what he's talking about. And also, but I'm talking like when the polygons are older, they're more broad. When Cloud's arm was one big polygon and his fist was one other polygon.
that original like Cloud model, like the little cheapified model that they had through the environments, that was probably no more. That'd be hard pressed for that to be even like over 200 polygons. That'd be hard.
Because if you're wrong, dude, there's 700 nerds.
No, I know.
About ready to kill themselves. What are you talking about? It was 250.
Honestly, I've made like 3D models before, and I've turned out one in like 30 minutes. No, not even shooting you, and it was like under 200 polygons. So, and it looks probably better than Cloud does. So I'm good. I'm going off of that. But I mean, no, I have like eyes and eyebrows and ears and shit on it too, like big weird
Cloud
ears.
didn't have any of that.
But
Cloud
I
just
mean,
looked like he
had eyes.
He did. It looked like he had Down syndrome now. Well, he did just come out of a coma or amnesia or whatever. So I don't know.
So yeah, like
you spent all the design on his hair. You know?
So obviously
it's got to be pretty in Japanese.
Obviously, for these like HD collections, they're not going back and like updating the polygons.
No, they're not reboots, which a lot of people I think are what they think that these are. Like, oh my god, we made a new Shadow of the Colossus. No, bitch.
It's not like Halo Anniversary, which was they actually went and
retexturized everything.
It's just like not only that, they went from like the ground up practically.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, like all the models and everything are new and everything.
What?
So,
I didn't realize that they built everything from the ground up.
No,
that's amazing.
It's the same like level design, but everything is like
dude, I fucking love Halo 1. Can't really say the same for the rest of the series. Really love Halo 1.
But yeah, for the other ones, obviously they're not doing that. But yeah, it's oh my god, I like the idea behind them. Again, there is that generation gap to where these are games that people didn't play and weren't old enough to play. Like or games that didn't get the attention that they deserve, like Beyond Good and Evil is one.
Wow, that was a really good utilization of HDing it and then putting it on the marketplace so you could download it immediately.
And people are aware of it now, so they're like, hey, we can
clamoring for a second one.
Yes, and the second one's in the works. But
never played it. Did you play Beyond Good and Evil?
I played through most of it, and unfortunately, it was I learned all too late that the Wii with GameCube memory cards will actually like fry them if you leave them in there because there's always power running through them.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Are
you kidding me?
I'm not kidding me. My official Nintendo 1,000 whatever block memory card is fried because I left it plugged into the Wii, and the Wii's always got electricity running.
I've never heard that's so ridiculous.
So I have a memory card into my Wii right now.
Is it a GameCube one?
I think it may be.
Oh man, your house is on fire as we speak.
Not like fried. Not like fried.
I know what you meant.
But I mean, like, if you've got like the power off, like I guess the red light on the Wii, you're okay. But I always have it like updating and shit, so it has the yellow light, so it's always connected. So
okay.
So but yeah, so I got like a good portion of the way through the game, and then totally couldn't save after that. And my other memory cards are full because who owns a GameCube memory card?
Yeah.
And so I just totally lost my my will to play that after all that, going through everything I went through. But it was a lot of fun. Definitely takes a lot of design elements from Legend of Zelda, the 3D Legend of Zelda. So really cool game. I didn't get far enough into the story to get to like all the political aspects behind the story. I hear it's got like
that's what I hear is the intriguing
really
stuff.
Great plot to it, and I liked it. I wish I had been able to get.
Did you ever play it, Ryan?
No, unfortunately.
Wow, dude. We're out of the loop. Like every gamer ever has played that game except
us. Had a lot of design elements from that game. So
Zelda. That game, the game that shall not be spoken among Ryan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Didn't you like half of Darksiders though?
No, I kind of just actually I really didn't like Darksiders. I played it and I beat it, but I kind of didn't like.
Because I think like halfway through it, weren't you like sticking up for it? And at some point, I think you just lost whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't call it love, but whatever positivity you had for it. Because I opted out of that game immediately. I was just like, no, this game sucks. And you were continuing to play it.
Yeah, I had high hopes simply because everything I was doing at the time was really epic.
Okay. It was an epic moment of one of those stages.
But it really couldn't carry because. Not only did it take from other games too much, but there was just a certain point where it's just like, this isn't really designed well. Like, I'm kind of... It had a lot of those moments where the objective you're trying to accomplish is really simple. They just explained it poorly, so you're not quite sure what to do. Or, a ledge is just out of sight for no reason. And it's not...
Bad camera angles,
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. Because I'm somewhat interested in the second one, but like I'm just interested in the entire concept of the Four Horsemen, the premature end of the world, and everything. I was like, that's sick. That's such a good idea.
It was.
But obviously execution was not there. So things always get fixed in sequels, though.
I have high hopes for
Yeah.
Darksiders 2, because one of the big problems with it is just it was kind of puzzle platformy when you weren't fighting.
Yeah.
And your character was just so clunky. It was like a pain.
Yeah,
to
I agree. There was a lot
platform.
of weight to the character, but not in the good way. Like having gravity to a big character is one thing when you have big swings, especially and
Right.
stuff like that. But this character just seemed like clunky, like he was a big turtle walking
Right,
around.
and there's like a bunch of places where you have to glide, and you're not really sure like how
Yeah.
much you could, and it's just.
Yeah. Well, it's an unjust industry, because in an industry that we can get new Darksiders and new Gears of War's games like Mirror's Edge 2 doesn't get made, so... so we could sit here and banter about what should get sequels.
How could they not?
I don't understand why that game hasn't made 4 already.
Yeah.
1400, one every year. It should be the new Call of Duty. You know, like it's so easy. I bet it could be pretty cheap to make, just because all you're doing by then is just making playgrounds. You know,
Right,
to
exactly.
run through. Abe, if you haven't played Mirror's Edge, play it.
I've got to get in.
$5. GameStop, I think. Yeah,
I'll-
it's sick. It's not too long. It's the perfect.
Yeah,
it's the perfect
pretty
amount.
short. It's challenging too.
It's challenging
especially-
as shit.
I went back and played the expert mode where
The red
all-
things aren't there.
Yeah, all the.
Ugh, get out of here.
No, dude, it's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun.
No,
You
I think
get into the character.
I remember like calling you like crying multiple times, like I don't understand how you got past this part. You'd come over and show me how to beat it. But yeah, okay. Well, let's just get right into our next thing. Kind of it's almost a little bit like our last subject. We were talking about HDs, but let's move away from like these HD like re-releases and talk about reboots. And I don't want to talk about like, is it justified to reboot stuff in this industry? Fuck all that. I just want to talk about dream scenarios. What you guys want to be rebooted, like right now. What do you just want to play right now? A new one. For me, if I may just throw one out there, because we'll throw a few around. I'm a big Champions fan. I love Champions Norath. I love Champions Return to Arms.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a Sony online entertainment game that came out on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Played a lot like Diablo, but it was better in my opinion. Oh yeah. Yeah, emails this way. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Little
I really don't care.
little-
all you
yeah.
people screaming about your stupid Diablo 3 problems right now, don't even get me started on that. I never had any problems like this with Champions. It would never treat me like this. Anyways, I'm a big fan of that series, and those were great top-down loot, dungeon grabbing, dungeon raiding like games. And they were just really cool. And the second one had all those choices and stuff like that. I would just love. Same exact scenario. You wouldn't even have to rebuild an engine for that. I mean, you could. It'd make it better, but make it 3D.
HD remake.
Make it HD remake it. I'm telling you, I would buy those HD remakes. Make. Shut up, Abe. Fuck it. Yeah, it don't need to be rebooted. You can just HD remake them, release them. Just like new stories, new characters, new classes. More weapons, new world, just a new scenario, just the same freaking thing. And I'm not talking about that Untold Legends horse crap that was on PlayStation 3 and the PSPs. I'm talking a proper, Champions sequel of some sort, or reboot of any sort. I want some fantasy. I want it from top down type of view, view, and that's how I want it. The end. Hey, what do you want? What do you want rebooted?
Oh man, okay. Big fighting game fan. If any, I did just update my bio on the blog itself. But if anybody noticed, I mentioned Killer Instinct. That one, in my opinion, I really would like to see a reboot. I think there are a good number of people out there. I played the shit out of that game back on the SNES. Me and my sister played that for hours and hours and hours, and I got blisters on my fucking thumbs.
Dude,
from that game. That's how hardcore
Killer
I
Instinct
played.
was on, man.
That's how that one. I mean, I know Rare is whatever Rare
Rare
is
is
now.
Microsoft's bitch. That's all they are. The second Microsoft bought Rare, they stopped making games.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Don't even get me
But
started
if
on
they
that.
could ever have a return of grace, Killer Instinct needs to come back. As we've had like fighting games these past couple of years that are just great, and Killer Instinct. Just,
If Microsoft owns Rare, why wouldn't they just put out like Killer Instinct. That
It's-
would be an
it's-
exclusive
it's-
system seller.
Exactly, yeah, and it's a
You would
good
get
fucking
you would
game.
get PS3
Oh, yeah.
like hardcore. Like, I buy PS3s and play all my Street Fighters on PS3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
man. All right, whatever.
We're talking like a brand new tourney level fighter,
exactly.
like exclusive. It'd be fucking great. So that's
Arcade sticks and everything with
Oh
that
my
stupid
God.
skeleton
I-
character
I-
right on top of it.
Spinal. There's the name of
Whatever.
Fuck that little prick. No, he's that damn
Yeah.
broke ass character.
Oh yeah.
I-
Oh yeah. Another character I play with that's broken. Maybe I'm just too good.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
Maybe I'm just really good. Everyone's just sore losers. That's what I think.
No. Sorry, no. I've seen somebody just hit buttons and beat me with it. No.
Maybe you're just not.
When you hit buttons, you can do this.
Maybe you should just get better. Eh?
No, but yeah, no, that was a series I was.
Killer
I
Instinct.
literally went through my list of games. I'm like, you know what? That's one that's like really old.
I don't understand why there's not a Kickstarter for it. If there is, I don't understand why it's not happening.
Dude.
I don't understand why.
Dude,
I know
dude.
everybody talks about it, dude. I'm a board
oh,
dweller.
yeah.
I'm on the boards all the time. It's one game that people are always talking about. Like, why does this game not exist anymore? Remember there were monsters and they fought each other on like helipads.
It's freaking great. It's you've got all these crazy characters. You've got a freaking blizzard character, a robot character, freaking demon characters.
Yeah.
You got.
It's a B monster movie fighting game.
Yeah, no, you've got ninja characters. What the fuck else do you want?
And you had me at Lizard Ninja. they're not exclusive, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they will be. Yeah. But yeah, there we go. So
Cool. What about you?
Right.
What's one that you would?
One out of so many.
We'll round robin a couple times. So.
Okay, well, here's one I would love to see them make a reboot / worthy new addition to Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh yes.
I would
yeah.
love
Yeah,
that. It's
there we
been
go.
so long.
Yeah.
They have so many room for new references, new
Yeah.
jokes, and still be funny.
Absolutely.
yeah, that one really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That movie or that game was so pop culture. Dude, we live in the time of pop culture. Pop culture has never been so easy to fuck with, like, ever.
Yeah,
You know,
ever.
like that game would have a field day with the fucked up
Right.
like situations.
Everything
we're in.
you've got. Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my
freaking
god,
Matrix
please.
costumes
Who made
and
that?
everything.
Did Rare make that also?
Rare made that one.
Rare,
yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you in your ass if you don't get your shit together and figure yourself out. Like, does
I know,
Microsoft
right?
beat y'all and keep on in the boiler room? Call out to me, I'll help you. Like, seriously, we'll have a fundraiser or something. We'll get you rescued from the evil clutches of them. Or let us know, man. Like, if they beat you, let us know. Really, the Rare made Conquerors too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
no,
I
like
really like Conquer's Bad Fur
Like
Day.
a battered producer shelter, we can.
Yeah, I know. Is there an ASPCA or something like that for humans? In the gaming industry? I don't know. Who knows? They're probably neutered anyways. Anyways, yeah, I love Conquer's Bad Fur Day. The Great Mighty Poo.
Yeah,
His
I know.
little
Giant
song.
poop monster.
Oh my god.
It's a
You-
poop
you-
opera.
Yeah,
you know?
it is a poop opera. And he threw toilet paper at him. Wow, we're grown men laughing about poop right now.
You know
That's
what's
great.
sad? And like they actually did like remake that in like not just like an HD remake, no, but like they actually went back and revamped all
No,
the
they
graphics.
did. Yeah,
and
and for
they,
the Xbox.
they censored that whole scene, like every single.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed hearing that. I was like, man, you guys,
Yeah.
how do you do this? You know?
Hey, but the tail physics were excellent in that game. It looked like
I
a
bet
real
they
fo-
were.
If you went back and
I
looked
bet
at
they
it,
were,
dude,
yeah.
it still today looks like a real squirrel tail. Like it's a little creepy, man.
Yeah,
Real squirrel tail physics that they used.
Oh.
They got a big studio. No,
They got a squirrel. They motion capped the fucking tail, and to catch it.
Well, I mean, if I had to just shotgun a couple off my head, I would love Metal Gear and Metal Gear's like Snake's Revenge, the second one. Like a remake where it just like goes into like Solid Snake and Big Boss's whole ordeal and meeting Frank Yeager and all that stuff, but like 3D and with pretty graphics like Metal Gear Solid 4. Not like the painstaking, obscenely hard somehow I beat when I was younger, but obviously can't beat it when I'm an adult. Like ones that you can play like on copies of like the HD collection. Go and play those, man. At least try. Don't actually play them. Like just
Okay.
read a fact.
Yeah.
But like just try and play it. You won't win.
Or just watch them. Look
Just
at
watch
the
it.
YouTube and watch them being
Yeah, watch
played.
like
And
a
just
playthrough.
think of like how did people play this? Like,
Yeah.
why did you do this?
Is this a die simulator? Because that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like realize the story, flesh it out really good. Like have all that like father son stuff. Like I'm I'd be a big fan of that. But like that's a really easy go to. If I had to pick one game that they need to remake, and I hope you have my back on this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's Forsaken.
Oh yeah.
For the PlayStation and Nintendo 64.
I did not play enough of that, but
Alright.
I agree. No, what I played of it, I love. So,
Oh my god! Did you ever hear about this game, Ryan?
I didn't.
Okay, well the whole entire premise was the future is Forsaken. I can remember the commercial, and I'm just like, I'm a kid. I'm like, I gotta get this game. So I run and I get it, and it's my favorite game for like 3 years. Seriously, it's kind of like a Twisted Metal in space. You're in like subterranean levels.
Oh, you already sold me.
Yeah, but it's not like you're not in space. You're kind of in hovercrafts. Excuse me, but it's
Yeah,
like
you
huge
like-
weapons. You
you
can
have,
shoot
like-
nukes and blow up entire rooms of people.
You have like full 360,
Yeah,
up,
up,
and down,
down,
like,
side. Yeah,
so
it's not
you're
just like straight or anything.
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
not just like
You get stuck on a wall real easy.
You'll be like upside down
That-
at one point.
exactly.
And then it's like shooting.
That
and shit.
game
It's-
requires 100% skill,
Yeah,
and as a
it's-
little Twitch game kid, like I
God,
fucking
yeah.
love that game, and I would
Yeah.
play that game for hours with my friend, turn all the bots up on the hardest. It would just be me and my friend on a team against all the other bots. Whenever Abe, you would come over, it would be
I
3
remember,
against the 9 bots or whatever. Like I haven't had a multiplayer experience like that since like Perfect Dark. Like whenever you put all the bots like on the different
love those
personalities
bots.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The Farmer Fran bot and
Peace
the
Sim.
Peace
Yeah.
Sim. Oh yeah, he didn't do anything. He just ran around and took your gun away from you.
Yeah. In the worst moments.
Yeah, right when you're trying to throw a proximity gun or whatever, a laptop gun. No.
Now I have a weapon now, yeah.
Or the turtle sim. They had all this.
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
You just
yeah,
shoot
yeah.
it and it'd just be shield after shield after shield. You're like no. But yeah, I would go for that. I was gonna say Wave Race 64, but
Oh yeah.
we can't leave Nintendo up to anything nowadays.
Yeah. Well, they can outsource it to somebody else.
Yeah, right. Are
Outsource-
jet ski games even in anymore? I just remember loving that game as a kid. I don't know.
They can make it come back. That's an interesting place
for
for it.
because that seemed like it definitely hit a peak, and then it kind of just
Right? Like it's not gonna get better than this.
Yeah.
There's only so many rapid waters that we could ride through before it's not interesting anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they could add machine guns to the jet skis, make it a little bit more Twisted
dude,
Metal.
yeah,
like.
Wave Race Extreme.
Yeah.
Spelled with an X. Oh yeah, I'm in. Oh wait, you got another one on top of your head that
I do actually. No, I had one earlier, but no, I got a good one now. And this, Kyle, you and me, we also played these. We haven't seen this since GameCube. Rogue Squadron.
Rogue fucking
Rogue
Squadron.
Dude, that
get at it. That studio closed down.
I
That's
know.
never gonna
That's the
happen.
saddest part. No, that's the saddest part. But I mean, we've had
LucasArts owns the intellectual property to Star Wars. Maybe they could.
Yeah,
maybe they
I
ultimately hold the rights to it. I don't really know how all that works. It's a clusterfuck of licenses and
Probably,
stuff like that.
but again, we're talking dream sequences here. I mean,
Absolutely.
We've had.
I'm not going to stomp on your dreams, Abraham.
No, right. We've had the prequels have been out since then. No, they're not the greatest movies, but can't argue.
I'd play them.
Can't argue. You've got some great ships and everything there.
Hey man, here
so-
goes the sequels. All right, those movies I was in my teens, and they were geared towards us in our teens.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it better than the old ones.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
saying they're
yeah.
good movies.
Yeah.
But in all fact, they're bad movies. You go back and watch them; they don't hold up. It's really bad acting.
Yeah.
Everything is shot like in George Lucas's garage over a green screen. Like you could tell everything is fake, but like. Those movies had awesome action scenes.
Yeah,
That's
there's
really
a-
what
there's
it's all
a lot-
about. Really,
there's
it's
a
all
lot
about
of
watching lasers fly and swords clash.
Yeah,
so.
that's the whole point. But yeah, that's a series I'd like to see make a return there. I know it's not gonna happen, but that's just a badass series.
Dude, I'm totally right there with you. I love those games. Those were some of those were some of my all-time favorite flight fighter games. And reliving moments like going through Hoth for the 18th time because every game ever does a Hoth simulator. You know what, dude?
Yeah.
I'll make one more pass.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
care. I don't care, man. Absolutely, I'll make 10 more. You get out of here with
I
that.
will rush into the bowels of the Death Star again, just because that was
Anytime.
the most,
Anytime, man.
that was the
Sign
most
me up.
intense moment.
Yeah.
Like what's some of the god.
Remember how they kept on extending how the Death Star was, and they kept on making turns.
Yeah,
Like
I was
somehow,
like,
because like remember it was supposed to be.
This isn't canon.
It was supposed to be across it was a canyon across the middle of of the sphere that was the Death Star.
Yeah.
But somehow in some games, like you would twist and turn all through it. It didn't make any sense. But I guess all to make a longer level that's not just flying straight.
Yeah.
Then it would just be Star Fox. Ooh, no, I like that game.
No, I love Star Fox.
No, okay. What's another reboot?
Star Fox, there you go.
That was another pick for me.
But
so.
there's no reason to ever do that simply because, you killed Andros, the universe is saved. There's really no reason.
Go back and reboot it, man. Like you're saying, like do it all over again, like he's still alive.
But but even more than that, I would really love, and I don't know if this would technically count as a reboot or what, but I would just love to have a Final Fantasy game that I actually enjoyed playing. Like, ever since 10, I feel like I've been cheated and raped repeatedly. I just want
I
another
was trying to see where you were
Final
going
Fantasy
with
game.
that. I'm like, where's he going with this? Ooh!
Damn, okay.
Wow. Hey, you know what, man? We said, I said Dream Scenario, man, but that's pretty out there. Yeah, you're reaching for the stars on that
I know.
Man.
I love Final Fantasy, man. I have a Final Fantasy 8 tattoo on my fucking arm. That's permanent. That shit don't go away. Alright? I'm a Final Fantasy fan to the core, man. I haven't liked a Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 10.
Yep,
I played 11. I played 2 years 11. My time with it I wouldn't call enjoyable, but it was time spent.
Right,
that's for
exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
I played 13. You know what? 13.2 wasn't bad, but I couldn't end up liking it because it was just all over the place and based on the original, which was a bad game.
And with characters that no one gives a shit about. And then they focus on the characters the most that you cared the least about.
Exactly. It was just,
and 10 or 13, I got all the way to the part where I didn't care anymore, which was pretty fast. It was. It was probably like the 20th hour of the game or something like that. Didn't even get down to the world or whatever, where the real game starts 40 hours late. Get out of here, man. If you're still giving me game mechanics, like 20 hours in the game where I'm still getting tutorials and those hand-holding stuff that we were talking about a few episodes ago, you made a bad game, all right?
Yeah.
I can only control one character. Wasn't people complaining about that in 12? So what did you do? You made it more of a one-person control game. At least you could tell them kind of what to do. You could switch to them and give them commands or whatever. But wow. But hey, they did say that they were kind of changing the way that they attack Final Fantasies. And I did write an article about Final Fantasy VII and them saying that they're not ever going to make a remake of Final Fantasy VII until they make a game that transcends Final Fantasy VII, which I think they've done multiple times already. I like 10 more.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm not going to sit here and argue that it's better right now, but I think 10 you could say transcends 7 in a lot of ways. And I would say that 8 transcended also. I know a lot of people had a stickler about...
Dude, a lot of people. What are you talking about? That's nah. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
What?
It's a ridiculous amount.
People had problems with
8. People don't like 8.
Yeah, people hate 8.
People hate 8.
What, Rock?
Yeah, seriously, people don't like 8. It's not niche, but it's definitely majority hate 8. That's right. I got that shit tattooed, son. I'm a team player. All right, gotta show my love.
Huh.
And the whole entire lone wolf, Leon and Renault story, man, love it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Fucking great love story.
I went back and played that a few
I'm going to go
back.
back. I've only beaten that game once for someone who loves it so much, and I have a lot of catchy memories about it.
You'll notice a lot of different things about it this time. You'll notice.
I'm gonna get on I'm gonna download it on the PlayStation and start that up after I play and beat Legend Dragoon for my first time. Which I hear could also be rebooted and probably make a pretty good game. If Mark were here, that's what he would say.
You need to make sure you fit in Dead Space somewhere in your gaming schedule.
I will. Yeah, I think on the drunk cast I talked a little shit about Dead Space. So I was mostly talking about the second one and the direction that it was going.
Yeah,
but I didn't specify a number ever. Yeah, I will definitely get that in there because I hear good things. We'll see. For reboots, for me, man, I had a really good one. And now I'm going to sit here and be put on the spot and think about it. I can't think of what it was. I know what it is, man. Another old school one.
Yeah.
Road Rash.
Oh, fuck. Why did I not think about that?
Road Rash.
That one needs it. That one... Dude.
And we live in such a ADD society that a real zany, crazy,
Dude,
It's like SSX style,
Oh,
like crazy
yeah.
character. You know, like, oh, you got the crazy snowboarders and like, blah, 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 but like make
Right.
them biker characters, over the top archetypes of like ridiculous
yeah.
biker characters, and have all these like crazy visuals and stuff like that. That would be the biggest moneymaker ever.
Yeah,
and you could even
that's-
make it like a Xbox Live downloadable game or whatever. You know what I mean?
God, dude, yeah.
Because
no,
like there's not
that-
much to that game. You're just racing straight and you're trying your hardest to beat people off their
Well,
bikes with wrenches.
oh my god, wrenches
Or
and-
chains
and
and baseball bats.
and like
That's what bikers do,
batons.
right?
That's
fucking-
That's what bikers do. That's what it is to be a Hell's Angel.
And
it's
so-
a
and
perfect simulator.
And somehow it made sense to actually like stick a baton into a motorcycle.
Spokes, yeah,
yeah,
and
I'm
then
like-
they would flip off the front. Oh my god! And then talk about like the new like Havoc engine.
Oh my God,
And being
you
able to
could do-
use the ragdoll
I mean-
physics as like it's slow mo burnout style crashes,
Dude,
and
you
your
can-
bike explodes and your dude flies everywhere.
And you know what's cool?
How is this not made?
I don't know. And you know what was cool? Road Rash 64 was open world. Remember that? That was
Totally.
Like,
Road
that
Rash
wasn't like
64 was
that was
sick.
Oh my god! You had different like cities and like beaches and like shit that you would drive through and environments like country. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that,
totally.
no.
Road Rash 64 is
You
one of my
got-
all-time favorite games.
Yeah. No. Oh my god. We played too much of that. No, we
Too
didn't play
much.
yeah.
Some of I'm gonna say some, but I really mean all of our inside jokes probably came from that
Oh
game.
yeah. No, that one. Yeah, I cannot believe I didn't think about that one. That one had like a demo way back in like 2000
For a new game.
Yeah, for a new game back in like 2006 or something.
And it got
something,
kiboshed.
Oh, and I
Something
don't
kiboshed
know
on it.
why.
I don't know if the
that's-
studio went under. I don't even know what studio. Was it 3D Realms who made that?
think
I could be
so.
lying.
I don't
That's
know,
Duke
yeah.
Nukem. They're
Yeah.
definitely gone.
But no, yeah, that one.
But I don't know.
No,
I'm just
you-
throwing
no,
out game titles that are
No, you're absolutely right. That was like part like brawling shit, racing game because you had to avoid cars.
You had to avoid cars
and
while
if you
cops
really-
were chasing you and weaving in and out of people.
And
while
if you wanted to
avoiding-
have fun or win, you beat the shit out of everybody else around you, so you would be first place.
Yeah.
You know? So that's
yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. I made
that's-
sure that I knocked everybody off because I don't want him keeping up on me. Even if I was passing him, I had enough speed on him. I'd slow down.
And
And then-
you could backhand people. I would like have it like set and then wait and hit the brakes, bam, backhand them off their bike, and
Suck it.
yeah. That was I would purposefully not use like weapons to get like the karate master award for that shit because that's what you get. Oh shit! No man, you picked the great
Yeah,
one. I
that's,
wish I had
that's,
thought
that's
of
the
that.
holy grail of.
Woo! Man, and nobody has played that since like that era. So that's like it's a perfect time for it because nobody knows about it except like 64.
Yeah.
That's
I know, right?
nobody's played it since then. Dude. Nobody
Absolutely.
has.
That's something
PS1.
I wish
nobody
more
did.
people would. Kickstarter that.
Yeah, no.
I don't think anything ever comes out of Kickstarter. I don't know why people are so excited about this because the money always gets raised and then nothing ever happens.
Right.
We've had to see. We had that game totally like boom out of nowhere, and well, I mean, it takes a while to develop a game.
Absolutely,
but,
but
we have to.
I don't know.
We
We'll
have to see.
have to see.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to keep on doing this, but we're at the 51-minute mark, and I'm reading it right this time because I'm sober.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know how we did that. I swear.
Dude, I swear it
Look
said
at-
2 hours last time.
Looking
Was
at
it
this,
upside down or something?
It must have been, dude. It
I
had
don't
to have
know.
been.
I was like, oh my god, like the hours are just flying by because it's the milliseconds.
Because when are we gonna get here? I mean,
we've been here for a week, man.
Because we got like 52 minutes here, and like, how are we gonna get like more than like? I don't know.
I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
we are all just completely confused about the time.
And I was like cross-referencing with my phone. I'm like, we got here this time. It must be this time. So
Hey,
it
that's
has-
what alcohol does to you, Abe.
Oh yeah.
That's why you have designated drivers. Drive safe. Buckle up. Anyways, yeah. So let's go into our last topic of the night. It was the stuff that the PS4 is talking about. Riding on the coattails of all the the new Xbox leaks. There was stuff that it was talking about just being a pure cloud gaming platforming system where it's just like you never have to upgrade your hardware again. You're just streaming stuff right off the web, and it's just like a hub downloading thing. Okay, it was just leaked information. It could be fake. We'll all just brush it under the rug. All right, we'll just brush it under the rug. And then today, they've been talking about it for a while. Sony, they've been talking about buying a streaming site like OnLive or Gaikai, and that's who they ended up buying. They bought Gaikai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Gaikai?
Yeah.
Gaikai, I think.
KK.
Fabulous. Yeah, so They purchased them, and now they're talking about perhaps the next Metal Gear Solid. Jesus Christ! No matter how sober or drunk I am, that's always when I say 4 or any number, it's always gonna be Metal Gear Solid in front of it. No, they're talking about the PlayStation 4 might be something that you already own that's in your hands, maybe like a Vita or an iPhone or an internet connectivity device like a PC or a laptop or even a tablet of some sort, because everyone's getting into the tablet game. But like, this is scary, They're talking about a fully cloud-based system that you're using. That's no longer a gaming hub. Like, no, are there going to be controllers? Am I going to be swiping my way across Angry Birds 3D? What's going on here? Hey, what do you think about all this? I'm not crazy for thinking this is crazy, right?
No. Okay. As far as I would hope there would be controllers. As far as
I'm sure there are.
As far as touchpad gaming goes, I've really not liked it before. But I'll go into it since we're short on time, but or whatever. What my biggest beef with the whole cloud gaming is, what about major releases? We just saw with Diablo came out, and what happened? We had server issues. There were so many people trying to get onto the same servers that they fucking crashed.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen when cloud gaming comes out and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 10 comes out,
which sells more than any piece of entertainment property across all media.
So what happens when everybody is not only connecting to servers to play against other people on these servers, but these machines are running the games, registering control commands and everything. It's all being done on these servers. All the
processing of the games, all the loading, everything.
That's what my first initial reaction is. Can servers handle this? Are we ready for this?
Well, look at it. Blizzard. If anyone knew how to handle server issues, it would have been a Blizzard, right? And they failed. So isn't that kind of isn't that kind of a hat tip to maybe the industry's not ready for this cloud?
And what about right now we're going through heat waves and shit, and parts of the nation are out of power. That really fucking sucks. What if these servers aren't connected just locally? I don't expect to be connecting to a cloud server that's in downtown nearby. I expect it to be in Chicago somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So what if their power goes out and here's everybody in all these other states, not able to connect. What are the backup servers?
Right.
We've got a slew of issues that go on with this.
And this is all speculation there, even the article that came out today, Sony did buy Gaikai, but past that, everything is just speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
All the journalists that they're talking right now, nobody fucking knows. All right, but the industry is filled with people who've been around forever, so hypothesis can be made. You know what I mean? And they are very educated, and that we're kind of going off of some of the educated guests that we've all read today. Yeah. So don't slander us for saying this is not. No one's saying this is happening. We fucking know. We're just speculating.
Right? What could possibly happen?
What do you fucking feel about this, man?
I'm nervous just because. The PlayStation Network has issues before, just in that stage.
I had my stuff stolen. I had to change my bank card number.
Right.
And that's a whole thing that Sony had a problem.
Exactly, and they haven't perfected that yet. So taking it to a whole nother level, and just like the scenario you presented, Modern Warfare comes out, servers are crashing. That's not just gonna prevent people from playing Modern Warfare.
Hey everybody, sorry it just stopped just for a moment, but we are back on, so go on.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not confident in the technology, even if it's working for a while, for it to stay maintained without significant issues somewhere down the line. I guess that
absolutely
can be said about anything, but it's big worry.
I don't mind an alternative of digital downloads. I'm not. I like physical copies, but
we all are a big fan of opening up games for the first time. And,
but streaming constantly, I don't know. That's totally something different.
I like tangible stuff, dude. I like my library of games. I have a DVD collection. I don't have an iPod movie collection, man, or an iTunes movie collection, dude. I have a real legit. I don't even have Blu-rays yet. That's how old school I am. I have a DVD collection. I have a game collection. I want to be able to show people stuff, and being able to touch things. That tactile feeling of having your hands on something is just really nice.
Yeah,
you know, and all that's
exactly.
and it, you know, it's all kind of going that way with the execution of you know, game manuals and some for some major developers.
Yeah.
You know, people are cutting out game manuals now, and the game, like, you know, now there's like
because they make them so easy.
yeah, no shit. What do you need a manual for?
So real-
you have your
real-
handheld the entire time. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, guys. This is scary to me.
Uh,
To me, maybe I'm a little more scared than I should be, but like, I am not a fan of cloud gaming right now. I don't think we have the technology. I think that all this is actually horseshit, and I think that we will get real systems, you know,
Yeah.
and that systems that will be more orthodox and more you know, appropriate to like what we're used to. Maybe they'll have some sort of streaming services for games like on the systems. That's not out of the realm of possibilities whatsoever.
Yeah.
But like to say that we're going full digital, full cloud, no more anything, nothing more tangible. You know, maybe controllers. Maybe we'll be using stupid glasses to control games. You know, who knows? Like, you know, but like, I hope we're not forgotten. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, I'm you know, I want the systems to be as powerful as the next gen systems. I want them to be as powerful as the most powerful computer is right now. And like, if it's anything less, I'm not gonna be happy. And like, that's where I stand on the next gen. That's what gaming has been. That's what gaming should be. You know, like the Nintendo came out as the Nintendo Home Computer System or something, or it's the entertainment system. Damn it! I was trying to connect that. That would have been such a great connection if I could have connected that. But like they're home computer systems.
Right.
You know, they have hard drives, they have processors. They're built just like a computer without a monitor and not a Windows or iOS operating system.
Yeah,
they have their own standard gaming operating systems or whatever per system. You know, so they are little computers. I just don't want them to forget that. You know what I mean? Like I you know, like these are game systems. I want to play games. I want to play games with the controller. I want to play games on my TV. I don't want to play it on a stupid little, you know, tablet or whatever. I don't want to you know, smart glass my way into the future either. You know, and stuff like that. All these ideas are great, but I don't want them to be replacements.
Yeah.
So
Just to play devil's advocate, I wonder if that. I mean, I completely agree with you. However, I wonder if that marks us as kind of like the older generation of gamers and kind of not what the new young hip kids are into.
Like any of the words that you're saying right now.
I play devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's all
I'm just
gross.
saying.
Yeah, dude, we are old school gamers, man. We are.
But,
I mean, that's where we came from, man, and we make up most of the industry. I think game trailers. I was watching Invisible Walls the other day, and Marcus Beer, I believe his name was. He's great. I fucking love him. I think he was saying that there was a. Forgot where I was going with that. Damn it! I had that, and it was just like left me just like that. But no, he was saying. Excuse me, I remember now. He was saying that the average gamer is between the ages of like 25 and 35 for males. Like for either he said that it was the most, or that it was the age group that was on the biggest rise, or the most steady. He said something about our age group. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Wow, I should get my fact straight before I start quoting people, but throwing out names and just filling words. Anyways, my bad, Invisible Walls. But yeah, I think we're kind of getting at our hour mark, guys. Yeah, we're at 1:41, so we can go ahead and stop here. We have a lot more to say about it, but Abe, you were saying that you have a blog post coming up on all this next gen stuff.
Just on the systems themselves, on the Durango and PS4 specifically. Like my personal thoughts on it. And
I can't wait, man.
Why we're not seeing it yet? So why we're not even hearing about it for the most part officially? You know.
Give us a little quick thing. Why do you think just like the quickest?
The quickest.
Yeah.
I can say
Why do you think we're not hearing about them?
Oh, it's money. Like that. Period. That's.
Is it? Are we hurting? Is the industry hurting? Is that what it is?
Yeah. And again, there's more to it, but yeah, no, that's what it is. That's what I feel. So.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
I think you might be right, man.
I'll put in the blog. I'll put that into like technical terms. What it means at the actual creation level of
and the business level.
Penny Arcade had a recent like little snippet about that. They talked to a developer and about like the creation of the games, how long it takes to make them, how much it takes to make them, all the man hours that go into it. So I'll probably reference them a few times too, because that was a great article, great read.
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to read it, man. Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping for the best for the next generation. So
same here.
You got any last words, Ryan?
No. We're gonna be keeping on gaming. I'll keep you guys updated on Team Honey Glazed Ham, and HGH all the way.
Yeah, GG. And I'll have more articles daily. I'll keep on giving you all the news. I'll keep on updating it. I'm just trying to get as much content up as possible. I'm pretty opinionated. I think I went into this saying I wasn't going to be opinionated, but I realized there ain't no surviving unless you got your opinions. So that's who makes you you. So I'm going to keep on just throwing it all out there, making it as fun as possible, making it fun to read, making them as short as possible so you're digesting information quickly. And I'll keep on doing reviews and everything like that too, and we'll just keep on adding as much as we can. And we're going to be doing these podcasts as often as we can, so keep an eye out for it all. All right, guys, that's it.
All right.
Game on.
Game on.